So, do you feel that coaching or mentoring are effective professional development tools? If so, why? If not, why not?
Yes to both, actually. Although it's possible for them not to be effective, and to take the kind of the why not first, in my experience, the least effective relationships are those that blur the line between coaching and mentoring. You know, maybe they're billed as coaching, and actually somebody kind of tries to interpose themselves as a mentor, really, and that can just be unbalanced. It's not necessarily what either party is expecting, and those things can go wrong. But for me, coaching, I think coaching works at any time in someone's career or life generally, when they need some kind of scaffolding, I guess, for something that they're facing, that they're finding difficult to resolve sort of on their own, and it's helpful to have someone else ask questions that makes you think differently, makes you explore things differently, and it's confidence building actually to have that sort of dynamic, because you feel as those questions are asked and you formulate your answers, you can feel the fact that it's your own resources you're drawing on. So there's something very satisfying actually about having it kind of reflected back to you what your skills are and your competencies are, and that you can do this. So coaching, I think, is really helpful, both as a formal sort of, this is a coaching session, but also as a style of management. So when you're working with your team, to kind of take a coaching approach to resolving things in the team, I think is helpful. Mentoring is slightly different. I think it is most helpful when somebody is taking a promotion or moving into a different kind of professional sphere, and therefore can really benefit from the kind of sharp and focused wisdom of someone who's been on that path before. And it's probably worthwhile having coaching as well at that time, but there's a real value in kind of picking the brains of someone more experienced. And for example, when I became a director, I had 2 director mentors, one who was a DCS mentor and one who was a DAS mentor, because I was really specifically needing input at director level on both those different domains.
So do you think that coaching and mentoring is embedded in this organisation?
No. Not at all.
That was Sean.
I could say a little bit more. So, when I was appointed as a director here, I was in the process of completing my coaching qualification, and for that I needed to build coaching hours, and so I offered people coaching so I could build my coaching hours, and people took that up, and I think on the whole found it helpful, and I certainly valued getting the coaching hours and sort of getting to know some of my team in that way. But it was very clear that those people hadn't generally been offered anything like it, experienced anything like it. And once I had completed my coaching hours, from time to time people contacted me and asked, do you still coach, Rachel? Would you be willing to mentor? And I have coached and mentored people inside the organisation since that time. But it goes back to what I was saying about opportunities not being evenly available, which is that those people sought me out, asked the question, kind of, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Yes.
Because I'm interested in people's career progression and was willing to do it, I took them on. But I got no sense that there are any other senior managers doing that. Got no sense that you can seek that elsewhere. And from time to time I've been asked if I can support or resource coaching for other people when a particular line manager is interested in securing that for one of their members of staff. And of course, where I don't have a budget for that and where they don't have a budget for that, if I'm not able to coach them or no one else is for free, then it doesn't get done.
Okay, so last question. Would you like to see coaching and mentoring become a formal process within this organisation?
My knee-jerk answer to that would be yes. But my more considered answer to that would be we should be careful what we wish for. And I say that because of the way that we formalise processes in this organisation. So my worry would be that if we made it a formal process in this organisation, it would be mandated and measured, and if you didn't achieve certain things after your coaching or your mentoring, then somehow either you would be marked down or your coach or mentor would be marked down. So that there's something about how we find a way. I mean, I think it should be an embedded part of professional development in every organisation that exists, and I think it should be made available to people at whatever stage of their career development they are on an equal basis. But I do think there needs to be a certain amount of pull. So you know, you can't sheep dip everyone, and coaching won't be right for everyone at a particular point, and mentoring even less likely to be right for people unless they're making the kind of move I've described.